Next news, breaking news.
Well, he's gone. Eric Swalwell, the man who spent years wagging his finger at America about decency, about women, about character, has officially resigned from Congress in absolute disgrace. But folks, before that door even hits him on the way out, the walls are still closing in. This is not just a resignation. This is a controlled demolition of a career built entirely on lies, hypocrisy, and the arrogance of a man who thought the rules never applied to him. And now we've got the receipts. Oh, so many receipts. And what's coming next will make your blood boil. I'm going to tell you why this matters, though, to every American who still believes in justice. You see, Eric Swalwell sat on the Homeland Security Committee, the Intelligence Committee. This man had access to our nation's most classified secrets while he was compromised. First by the Chinese spy Fang Fang, and now we're learning potentially by lobbyists with business before his own committees. Your safety was in the hands of a man who was allegedly getting blackout drunk at lobbyist dinners, bragging about Capitol Hill orgies, and asking those same lobbyists to help him find women to cheat on his wife with. This is the guy who was lecturing you about morality, lecturing Trump supporters about character. And the media, the Democrats, they all knew. Scott Jennings just admitted on national television that they left the victims to suffer in silence because protecting the Democrat brand was more important than protecting the women that Swalwell worked with. 4 women have officially come forward, his own staffer among them, and the party that screamed, "Believe all women," is about to show you exactly how much that slogan was worth. Speaking of exposing what's really happening behind the scenes, there's another story breaking right now that the mainstream media does not want you to know about. This is breaking news. The White House has just announced over $30 billion to secure America's critical mineral supply chains and named a specific Alaskan project as a key strategic asset for U.S. mineral independence. Now, I've been to the Vizsla copper drilling site myself in Canada. I've seen it with my own eyes. What's happening right now is bigger than most people actually realize. President Trump just unveiled Project Vault, a $12 billion strategic minerals reserve designed to stockpile essential resources and keep America independent from foreign adversaries like China. While politicians like Swalwell were getting compromised by foreign spies, President Trump is securing our nation's future. Vizsla Copper is trading in the United States under VCUFF and in Canada as VCU.V. Now check the exclusive briefing. It's linked below just for you to see why this matters. We thank them for supporting this program. Now let's get back to the Swalwell implosion because it gets even worse. And this is what they're not telling you. This is the same Eric Swalwell who stood in front of cameras and declared that, and we'll have the tape, quote, I will not be a governor that tolerates violence against women in our state, period. He said that while allegedly filming himself with sex workers, while his staffers were signing NDAs, while 4 women were lining up to describe what he did to them. And now Representative Anna Paulina Luna on the floor demanding answers and promising more is coming in the next 24 hours. Buckle up. It is now official. It has hit the airwaves. Eric Swalwell will resign from Congress. This comes as recent leaked footage show him making out with alleged prostitutes while being married and having children, which he obviously had no regard for. 4 women, including a staffer in recent days, also have come out alleging sexual misconduct. Take a look at this hit from Fox.
Breaking news. Yeah, breaking news because the 5 gets results, maybe. Eric Swalwell is resigning from Congress. He said this in a statement. I am deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes in judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegation made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. I am aware of efforts to bring an immediate expulsion vote against me and other members. Expelling anyone in Congress without due process within days of an allegation being made is wrong, but it's also wrong for my constituents to have me distracted from my duties. Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress. I will work with my staff in the coming days to ensure they are able, in my absence, to serve the needs of the good people of the 14th Congressional District. So Max Gordon, he's out in California. He's got the latest for us. I had you on Newsroom this morning. This is quite a turn of events.
Oh, quite a turn of events indeed. Oh, but it's great and glorious news. Eric Swalwell's resignation sending shockwaves across Congress. Now let's check in with Scott Jennings and delve deeper into the media's role covering up the scandal. Democrats and people in the media are openly admitting something shameful and horrifying. They all knew about Eric Swalwell. They said nothing, leaving the victims to suffer in silence.
I think we need to return to this Eric Swalwell issue. Swalwell, I mean, if you listen to the victims, at least some of them, I mean, he has been credibly accused of rape. He's now under criminal investigation. What's happening here is insane because of what it tells us about the Democrats and our media class. First of all, let's start with Swalwell himself, who is a massive hypocrite. There are troves of videos of him and statements from over the past few years attacking Republicans, attacking President Trump, claiming they were protecting predators and abusers. He was on this all the time. Let's listen to Swalwell here in cut number 8.
216. I was the 216th person to sign the Epstein petition to release all of the files and finally bring justice for these victims. So we're just 2 away. 2 more members sign it, and we are on our road to justice. I was proud to do it as a former prosecutor, as somebody who has spent my time in Congress working to stand up for the rights of victims. And now I'm calling on my Republican colleagues. It's not about red team versus blue team. This is about sexual assault victims who deserve justice. Do the right thing. Go sign that petition.
Eric Swalwell standing up for victims? What an absolute liar. It's a total joke. All this time, he was out attacking Donald Trump and the administration over the Epstein files. He himself, well, he knew what he had going on. The problems, in my opinion, run much deeper, though, than just Swalwell's hypocrisy and his disgusting behavior. Now, as I was reading all this, as the dam was breaking, what I was reading was that everyone knew it. Open secret was a word, a phrase that you would see. The most well-known thing on Capitol Hill, quote, he was a problem even before he got to Congress. You had Democrats and reporters, media types saying all of this. Every single one of them. Oh yeah, we all knew. Why didn't somebody report this until the middle of a gubernatorial campaign? They let these women, these kids, these interns, these young women on Capitol Hill suffer in silence. And for what reason? To protect this Looney Tunes Eric Swalwell because he was good at going out and attacking Donald Trump. I mean, let's be honest. That's why he was under their protection.
Under their protection, no more. Scott Jennings exposing the hypocrisy and silence in the media. And now Gunter Eagleman writes, good riddance. As you know, Democrat Representative Eric Swalwell suspended his race after multiple accusations of sexual misconduct. The House Ethics Committee has officially launched an investigation confirmed just a bit ago. Swalwell claims the accusations are false, but admits to mistakes in judgment. The same guy who got tangled up with a Chinese spy named Fang Fang lied about it for years and still somehow stayed in Congress while pushing endless witch hunts against Trump. Now his political career is collapsing under the weight of his own scandals. California's top 2 primary system means even if 2 Republicans lead, they could face off in November, but Swalwell will not be there to see it. And speaking of which, I did have a text exchange with Mark Dice because I thought that his take on this was great. I said, your Swalwell take made perfect sense. I just did a report on it, told people to go watch your take. Now go to Dice's channel and check it out. I was letting him know he resigned from Congress. And I'm still waiting for President Trump's response. I can't wait to see what he does. He says, thanks, we're so close to having a Republican governor until those snakes did what they do. Now, I think it's what Mark is trying to say is that because of the top 2 system, what do they call it? The top 2 primary system. Like Eagleman says here, even if 2 Republicans lead, they could face off in November. But by removing Swalwell, they're going to force the lower two Democrats into that position so that they can still have a candidate in that position. And that's, Mark really explains it better. I don't really quite understand this, the top two system. It's really confusing. I think it's confusing for a reason, but go watch Mark's video, and I'm just going to shut up about it. Let's take a look here. Swalwell suspends his governor's run.
Swalwell has suspended his race for California governor. He is facing many accusations of sexual assault by a former staffer, other very serious claims of sexual misconduct as well. He is now under investigation, we learned today, by the House Ethics Committee. That was confirmed by Jason Crow here just a few minutes ago. Swalwell says that the accusations are false, but admits to, quote, mistakes in judgment, as he has put it. Two Republicans leading a recent poll in California's jungle primaries, what they call it, where the top two candidates then face off in November, even if they're both in the same party. So some analysts say that Swalwell may be doing the Democrats a big favor by dropping out, that could shake up this race.
So what happens when there is an ethics investigation in Congress and that individual under investigation in Congress resigns? So I'm trying to find out what's going to happen with this investigation. With Swalwell's political career crumbling, let's turn to Representative Anna Luna, who is pushing for answers about the notorious filmed encounter, promising that even more revelations on the horizon. She dropped another bomb on Swalwell. Why don't you tell us about who was filming the video of the female sex worker? I'm being told there will be more disgusting stuff coming out in Swalwell in the next 24 hours. And Salty Texan writes, hey, Anna, $50 in my right boob. Says the other guy is his good buddy, Ruben Gallego, allegedly, of course. So let's see what happens here. Okay, when an ethics investigation stops. Okay, so let's just, I'll let it read it out here because I'm curious how this is going to play.
When a member of Congress resigns during an ethics investigation, it doesn't automatically make the situation go away, but it does change. When a member of Congress resigns during an ethics investigation, it doesn't automatically make the situation go away, but it does change. When a member of Congress resigns during an ethics...
Well, whatever. I'll just read it to you. It doesn't automatically make the situation. It does change what Congress can do about it. When the House investigation is handled by the House Ethics Committee and in the Senate by the Senate Ethics Committee, they have authority over current members. When someone resigns, they're no longer under congressional jurisdiction, so the investigation is closed or discontinued, but findings may still be released. Sometimes, even after resignation, the committee may issue a report summarizing findings. This depends on how far along the investigation was. Well, this is just starting, so by his resignation, he's getting ahead of the investigation even formally beginning. So that's likely what's going to happen. And what you're seeing on the screen here, this is that video that of him forcibly kissing this alleged sex worker. Yeah. But of course, Luna is demanding accountability. Democrats are trying to protect Swalwell from further scrutiny. Mike Davis gives his take on the efforts to block the expulsion. But regardless of expulsion or not, he's resigned.
To believe that Democrats' sudden seeing of the light, willingness to bend to true objective virtue includes getting him out of Congress? Because it seems like they've already done enough to satisfy Democrats. They won't actually want to get him out of Congress.
Well, he's out of Congress. It doesn't matter.
I mean, no, I think the House right now, there are like 217 House Republicans and 214 House Democrats and 3 vacancies. There's no way in hell they're going to throw out Swalwell out of the House and
it doesn't matter.
Give the Republicans...
It doesn't matter. It's totally irrelevant. But this is the video. Swalwell.
Prosecutor and open for 7 years. And where justice was warranted and mercy was warranted, I showed it. And where a stiff punishment was warranted because somebody got hurt, I saw it. And I will not be a governor that tolerates violence against women in our state. Period.
Oh, man, the hypocrisy's insane. Swalwell is resigning because he knows felony investigations are underway. And despite his resignation, Nick Sorter writes, I will continue working with multiple jurisdictions across America to ensure justice is served. Thank you to my attorneys, Chris Wiest and Real TJ Roberts, for assisting me in this. My opinion, I'm convinced, after sharing a table with Swalwell at dinner for hours, Swalwell allowed himself to be compromised by lobbyists at a minimum. In just one drunken dinner with lobbyists, Swalwell, while on the Homeland Security Committee, illegally accepted booze from lobbyists, getting absolutely hammered, admitted to attempting to subpoena Ivanka Trump simply because she's hot as F, bragged about orgies on Capitol Hill, asked the lobbyist to help him find women to cheat on his wife with because he only bangs tens and more. This guy not only needs to resign, but be prosecuted. This is some of the undercover video that Nick Sorter collected. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Here we go.
A number of times I came home, what are you doing? Cuts and like black eyes and shit, elbows.
So Nick recorded that. Apparently he was just out for a nice dinner with his girlfriend or his fiance, and Eric Swalwell sat down next to him or something. I don't know all the specifics. I contacted Nick, told him we need to get him on the show this week. Waiting to hear back. Come on, Nick, where are you at? So, of course, here's the official statement from Eric Swalwell on his congressional resignation. You heard it in that Fox report and the Open. I'm deeply sorry to my family and my constituents. I like the part where he says, I'll work with my staff. Yeah. Working with your staff was the problem to begin with, Eric. So here's what this really means. Eric Swalwell didn't just end his own career, he handed America a confession. A confession about what the Democrat Party protects, what the media covers up, and what happens to every woman who gets too close to power in that corrupt machine. Nick Sorter sat across from this man for hours at a lobbyist dinner, watched Swalwell illegally accept booze, get hammered, brag that he openly, quote, bangs tens, and I'm being polite here. He admitted to trying to subpoena Ivanka Trump because she was, in his words, hot as F. This man was on the Intelligence Committee, and now felony investigations are underway across multiple jurisdictions. He's gone, but he shouldn't be just gone, and I agree with Nick. He should be prosecuted. Now, this is the final insult, America. After everything, after the resignations, the admissions, the investigations, I mean, what he did to President Trump, and the J6 committee and the impeachments. See, Democrats were going to try to block his expulsion from Congress. Mike Davis, he said there's no way they throw out Swalwell because it gives Republicans more cushion in the House. Regardless, he's resigning, but believe all women, remember, it was only just a weapon. It was never a principle. The moment their own guys in the crosshairs, the shields go up, the victims get thrown right back under the bus. So I want to hear from you. Should Eric Swalwell face criminal prosecution? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. Because you made it this far in the video, text raw feed 844-840-4963. Not everybody gets to the end, but you did because you care about the truth. Because you care about the truth, I want you on this exclusive text message notification list. Text raw feed 844-840-4963 so you can bypass the notifications that never arrive from YouTube. You'll get them directly from me. And share this video with everybody who needs to see what the Democrat Party really protects. And while you're at it, check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. The truth is winning, folks. We're exposing them every single day. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.